Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
It's good to have you along this morning. Please be careful driving and walking out there today. One of those snowstorms that really has turned into more of a ice cover or slick surface cover and not a light fluffy snow at all. Like this last jag of snow, 24-hour total was 1,200 precipitation, and it rained for quite a while before the snow came along. And I know there was just almost last night for a moment, Brent, that you looked outside, not too much snow, and you looked out 15 minutes later and all the snow came kind of at once and was on top of the car. We might have had an inch or so of snow. That all settled down and turned to crunchy snow or ice today. So be careful out there, folks. A lot of accidents and trouble on the interstate last night. It was actually closed for a while, and there was a fatality. And I think that may be one of the reasons the next announcement's coming your way, and that is that the Postal Service called us today, and they've posted also on our closings that there will be no mail delivered, no mail coming in or going out of the Broken Bow Post Office today. And Shannon said the reason is the trucks didn't get here. They didn't get past Grand Island because of everything going on there. So they won't get mail until later today, maybe. So don't expect mail if you have a 688 or 689 zip code, I think it says there.
Yep, that's exactly what it says. Yep, yeah, no mail delivery for 688 and 689 zip codes today, in or out from the Broken Bow Post Office.
And again, the trucks couldn't get past Grand Island. I don't think they got into Grand Island last night, is the way she put it. So it's because of the travel to the east of us and a little more moisture and snow maybe than they thought to the south of us. And they really didn't think maybe south of us very far would get very much, but it doesn't take much of this kind of moisture frozen either in ice form or snow form to cause problems. So it's going to get better today because we're going to see temperatures in the 40s and Mother Nature will start melting things down. But then she has plans for us later in the week as well.
Yeah. Thursday night, more snow. So that's wonderful. Yeah. Who knows what that's going to bring?
2 to 4, they say.
Okay.
But
well, we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. We'll see.
But nice thing is, I don't think the winds will accompany the snowfall like it did yesterday. I'll be honest, when I left here, a little after 4 o'clock, the wind almost took me off my feet. It did. It caught me, and I thought I was going down, and I didn't know where it was going to end up blowing me to. That was, man, oh, man.
Yeah.
That could just grab you, and I think even driving, too, I'm sure people would say, man, I'm driving my car, and the next thing you know, I feel like the wind's just going to blow me off the road.
Yeah, it was something, and sitting in your house last night, if you're lucky enough to be able to do that, I was hoping this morning when I walked out and kind of looked around that there wouldn't be shingles on the yard, because there was funny sounds with a 60-plus mile per hour wind gust. It can do some things, and I know that we were clocked earlier in the afternoon at 61 miles per hour.
Really?
And that was reported. So we may have had gusts up to 65, 70 miles per hour because it seemed like it picked up even after dark there for a while, just roared all night. So be careful, still pushing you around out there. Not as bad, and we look for that to improve as well. But you're right. If we don't have that wind to deal with, 2 to 4 won't be too awful bad.
Yeah, we hope not.
We hope not. But be careful out there. We have some late starts that we can tell you about.
We'll give you the school information that we have. I'll tell you, I've learned to do this. Let Brent hit refresh. And all right, here's the latest we've got. And Selma Public Schools, 10 o'clock start today. Buses run accordingly. No morning preschool or breakfast. Ansley Schools at 10 o'clock start. Buses run accordingly. No breakfast served. Arnold Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. No morning preschool, no breakfast. Broken Bow School, 10 o'clock start today. No morning pre-K. Callaway Public Schools, 10 o'clock start. No morning preschool, no breakfast. Buses will run accordingly. Central Community College Learning Centers in Lexington and Ord will both open at 10 a.m. Custer Christian School in Broken Bow, late start, 10 o'clock start today. Luke County Public Schools in Taylor, 10 o'clock start, no preschool or breakfast. Buses run accordingly. Sargent Public Schools, 10 o'clock start, no morning pre-kindergarten or breakfast. Buses will run accordingly. That's Sargent. And SEM Public Schools, 10 o'clock start today. We gave you the information on the Broken Bow Post Office. No mail delivery for 688 and 689 zip codes today, in or out. And then just one other information note that is still on our list here. Don't forget the Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Myrna rescheduled their pancake supper, and it will now be held on Sunday, March the 9th. And those are the announcements that we have at this time.
All right, thank you, Brent. So we can go ahead and read the school lunch menus today, and I'll start with the Prairie Pioneer menu on this Wednesday. They're featuring cornbread, taco bake, cottage cheese, salsa, and fruit. And if you're bringing a guest today, or maybe you haven't been for a while, let them know you're coming at 872-6121. And again, you can also set up home delivery at that same phone number.
Wednesday, March the 5th at Arnold School today, goulash and a tea roll at Arnold.
I just looked up, and Patsy says, do you know anything about the road to Arnold from Myrna? It was closed overnight. They closed it 92 west of Myrna. And when we came out to work this morning, right, I came out, it still said 92 was closed on the sign down here on the corner. Did it say that with you?
It did, and when I woke up this morning and looked at 511, this would have been 6:30 or so. It was still showing closed.
Right.
Yeah, except for emergency vehicles. So as far as I know, I think they're still kind of recommending travel. Yeah, travel not recommended if it's not closed altogether.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, the sign's still saying that, so we're going to go with that. And what Brent mentioned, 511, I think visibility was a big problem yesterday there with those areas that always drift on 92. That's one of the nastiest roads in the world when it comes to snow coming across the road. And you know now that if that's the case, there's frozen snow probably in a bit of a pile going across the roads. They'll probably get that cleared out and open that up very soon. Thanks for that question, Patsy. Reminded us to talk about it. Thedford schools today. Got to remember we didn't read yesterday, so today's Wednesday. They're having fish sticks at Thedford today.
Broken Bow today, grilled cheese pizzini, chicken nuggets with dinner roll, fresh baked combo sub. Grill station combo at Broken Bow today's a spicy chicken sandwich basket. And they've got the My Way wing station with breadstick at Broken Bow today.
Lasagna or tuna noodle, corn, fruit, dinner roll, and milk at Sargent today.
All right, Callaway schools today, fish sticks on the menu today at Callaway.
And at Anselmo Myrna, grilled cheese, pizzini, chicken nuggets with dinner roll, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
Cozad today, some of their choices. Let's see, looks like chicken patty with mashed potatoes and gravy with hot roll, a fish patty with mashed potatoes and gravy, and the pizza bar today. Some of your choices at Cozad.
And today at Ansley, it's tornadoes, also tomato soup, and grilled cheese.
Loop City today, fish sandwich or rib ready sandwich. That's your menu at Loop City. And at Sandhills today on the menu, Crispitos at Sandhill School in Dunning.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We're going to play the game here in a moment and see if we can give away a prize and have a little fun with our listeners. So that's coming up. Also, we have a light list today for guests, and with the weather, we'll see, with the weather and the road conditions out there, who can make it in. So we won't promote too much for a little bit here to see who can make it. Don't really want to set you up for who's coming in if they can't make it. So we'll play that one by ear. LeBron James. I know
yes.
you're a sports guy.
I'm familiar with LeBron.
He said
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he has been around long enough to set a milestone record. And it happened again Tuesday night. Probably could have done it with his eyes closed, but he became the first player to reach 50,000 career points.
Wow.
50,000 times that he scored that many. That's a lot of buckets.
It is. Yeah, and the level at which he is still playing at is really pretty incredible.
Well, he hit that milestone just 3.5 minutes into the game against New Orleans. That's because he only needed 1 point to get to that 50,000 last night. He's already the NBA's all-time leading scorer, more than 5,000 points ahead of the legendary Jabbar, and he held the title. He held the title for nearly 40 years, and James went over that record back in 2023. So he's still rolling, like you say. Doesn't really look like he's slowing down at all. Has injuries every once in a while, but professional basketball, that's not unusual. So. Also, if you're traveling, and I was just visiting with a young lady at the post office yesterday who was going to take a trip to a warm, sunny resort.
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Oh, that's great." She says, "I hate flying. I don't. I love it when I get there, but I just don't." And I think a lot of folks these days can relate to that. And now you have to worry about scorpions stinging you in the airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Please tell me more.
Well, a woman was stung by a scorpion at a Boston airport. A woman in the Boston Logan Airport was getting her luggage from the carousel when she was stung by a scorpion. She was rushed to the hospital and will fortunately be okay. They think the scorpion hitched a ride on a flight from Mexico.
Oh.
And has been detained by customs.
I see.
I don't know whether the scorpion will get back over the border or not.
Yeah.
That's debatable. So,
man, that's scary.
Yeah, crazy.
So I'm sure everybody who has a trip planned that they'll be flying here soon will be thinking of that story that you just read when they go to get their luggage now. So I'm sure they're very thankful that you shared that.
Yes, well,
that's crazy.
I wonder if that's worse than snakes on a plane. I mean,
they
made a movie about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the game and see if we can get a prize out there.
All right, here we go. What was the name of the island prison off the coast of San Francisco that closed in March of 1963? What is the name of the famous island prison off the coast of San Francisco that closed in March of 1963? Your choices are Devil's Island, Paris Island, Papillion, or Alcatraz. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
And it is Runza Day, so you're going to win a certificate for a pig in a blanket at Runza. Call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Here at Runza, customers always ask us,
why do you trick us into eating cabbage?
No, they ask, when are you going to bring back the Italian Runza sandwich? And the answer is, right now.
Cool. The Italian Runza's back. What is an Italian Runza?
It's got ground beef, Italian sausage, black olives, mushrooms, mozzarella, and savory tomato sauce.
And no cabbage. What's Italian for sign me up?
Good question. The Italian Runza is back for a limited time. Runza makes it all better.
The dining room and drive-thru at Runza and Broken Bow are both back open.
And they have the fish going right now, too, by the way, fish sandwich.
Good.
It's Lenten season. David, how you doing?
Good morning, guys. How you doing this morning?
Well, we're doing well. Are you out doing some tree work yet?
Moving a little snow this morning.
Well, maybe we can get
Very
you
little snow.
very little snow, more ice, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So be careful out there. It's quite tragic on the road.
All right, very good advice. Let's see if we can get you something to eat. Here's Brent.
Okay, David, what was the name of the famous island prison off the coast of San Francisco that closed in March of 1963? Your choices are Devil's Island, Paris Island, Papillion, or Alcatraz.
I think that'd be Alcatraz.
I think you would be exactly right. And because you've answered correctly, got a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
All righty, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Be careful out there.
You too,
Thanks.
David.
We'll see you.
746, Patsy got back to us here on our chat box and says, I see a plow out there now. Maybe soon. You'll all stay safe and drive carefully. She says, keep up the banner. Well, that's not a problem for us. But we do want to do a little banner about when the snow plows out there. Thanks for kind of touching on that, Patsy. Where we have these slick conditions, we're not going to be able to stop as quickly as we think we can. And we don't want to really follow a snowplow too closely. So give those plows out there room. A lot of times they'll go a ways and stop and turn around and go the other way. So be patient and give everybody clearance out there to get these roads cleared, because we're not going to be stopping real quick this morning. And we'll want to avoid collisions with something that large for sure. What do you have for us, Brent?
Yeah, just thought I'd bring up the 511 road report, and it's still showing Highway 92 between Myrna and Arnold closed. Says the road is closed to all traffic except emergency vehicles. So that's what the 511 road report is saying. Let's see. Let's kind of go down here and look at Grand Island. Yeah, I think looks like they still are showing the interstate closed between Grand Island and Lincoln at the moment. Mm-hmm. So, and a portion of Highway 34 is closed as well between Grand Island and Aurora, it says. So, if you're headed to Lincoln, I'm thinking about people who might be headed later today for the Girls' Day basketball tournament, which starts today. Be very careful, and you might want to check the 511 road report before you head out.
Yeah, and let's maybe just suggest, too, we know that the temperature is going to get warmer. So if you can kind of delay things a little bit, wait for things to melt, that might be a good idea. And the interstate's closed as of right now, according to that. And again, that is another reason why we won't be getting mail in or out of the Broken Bow Post Office today, because they couldn't get to Grand Island. And so we'll not have mail in or out today. It could come in tonight, it could come in late afternoon. But right now we'll just not worry about the mail today, because if you're in the 688 or 689 zips, they all center out of Broken Bow Post Office, so they'll not be rural delivery, or you can't find any new mail in your post office today here in our area due to that situation. It's kind of out of their control. I ran into a song yesterday that I don't know why over the years we haven't had in the playlist on KBBN. It's a great song, and I think in today's environment, with everything that's happened here, let's just talk local with all the weather and fires and all these things that have been dealt with. We prove here in Nebraska that we can get through all of these different things by working together. And so this song really, really hit home last night. I was just listening to some different things and run onto this one. I said, why is this not in our playlist? Canned Heat on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Canned Heat, let's work together. Let's do that, and united we stand. That's a great cut from Canned Heat. Hadn't heard that for years, and it was so nice to hear again. Hope you enjoyed it out there in Radio Land. Well, talk a little bit about any of the weather going to affect what your plans are to cover games?
I sure hope not. We're planning to go to Albion tonight. Of course, the D2-2 boys district final between Sandals, Setford, and Wausau is supposed to be played last night, but obviously no one was going to go anywhere last night. Right. So hoping to play it tonight. Tip-off is 6:30. Game will be in Albion at Boone Central High School, and we'll have live coverage of it for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then tomorrow we'll be traveling to Lincoln to follow the Anselmo Myrna Lady Coyotes as they play in the Class D2 Girls State Basketball Tournament. They'll take on Fall City Sacred Heart at the Devaney Center in Lincoln tomorrow evening, tipping off at 6 p.m., and we'll broadcast it and all of Anselmo Myrna's Girls State Tournament games for you this week on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com.
All right, very good. We'll see how it unfolds.
Yes.
I want to just talk a little bit and thank again the folks who participated in the Love Local promotion that we had going all the way until early March through the month of February. And we gave away about $775 in gift cards, gift certificates, and chamber bucks in partnership with the area businesses. So thank you, businesses, for participating and highlighting that you're there to serve folks locally. And folks, keep on shopping local. Support your communities wherever you're listening from. Cozad, Gothenburg, Lexington, Broken Bow, Ansley, Sargent, Callaway, Arnold, Oconto, wherever you live, wherever you're listening from. Brewster, for heaven's sakes. just wherever you can spend money at home, do that first, and then find another way to get what you are after. But we appreciate that very much. And, of course, the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce had their local shopping promotion during that same period of time. So thank you for that, and they gave away some great prizes. I want to remind you that the Burger Bash is coming up on Saturday for Logan and Leah Ryan and their lovely little girl to help with the expenses after losing their home and contents to a fire on a very cold February 20th night. And this will be held at the Ansley Municipal Auditorium from 5 until 7 p.m. So take it in and enjoy the Burger Bash. They'll probably have some hot dogs and different things along with that. They know how to cook in Ansley, trust me. And they know how to help their neighbors out, too. So that will be a big turnout. This is a benefit that will take place. And also, if you can't make the benefit, but you want to help them out, they're great people, just stop by any Nebraska State Bank. All the locations and branches have an account open so you can make your donation there and, give them a hand. And I think knowing the Ryans, they will appreciate it very much. They've been humbled by the support they're getting, so they appreciate that very, very much. On Sunday, there is a Broken Bow EMS fundraiser at the municipal building, and that will be a free donation lunch and silent auction. And certainly the EMS folks have been very, very busy, so this is a fundraiser on Sunday at the municipal building right here in Broken Bow. It is 7:57. For heaven's sakes, it was Larry Leaphart's birthday yesterday.
It was.
It's his post-birthday today.
Oh, is it really?
It's the day after Larry Leaphart's birthday. So we continue with some Larry Leaphart music today with Hayes Carl.
8:15 p.m. on Tuesday. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Philadelphia Eagles gave running back Saquon Barkley a 2-year contract extension. The Jets cut veteran wide receiver Devontae Adams. Green Bay re-signed kicker Brandon McManus. The Dodgers in their exhibition in Arizona beat the Reds 4-2. Starter Yoshinobu Yamamoto allowed a couple runs in the first. Eventually, Roki Sasaki in relief, 3 scoreless innings and 5 strikeouts. The Lakers won their 7th straight game, defeating New Orleans 136-115. Luka Doncic 30 points, 15 assists. Cleveland won its 11th in a row. It was tied in the 4th at Chicago, but still beat the Bulls 139-117. Wins for Phoenix and Golden State. Toronto won on a last-second three-pointer at Orlando. Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving is out for the year with a torn ACL. In college basketball, final week of the men's regular season, Texas A&M at home beat number 1 ranked Auburn.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 38. Northwesterly winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies. Tonight, lows level off around 20. Overcast tomorrow. Snow changing to rain likely. Daytime highs approaching 44. 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow night through Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Nebraska State Bank, leading, serving, growing. Since 1917, their integrity and passion have enabled them to offer innovative products, deliver superior service, and make local decisions for their customers. Visit nesb.bank or visit one of their area locations.
8:07, let's go outside with Jack Frost, and find out how frosty it is. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, 23 degrees outside. The sun is definitely poking through. Mostly sunny skies now. Winds coming out of the north from 15 to 25 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 29.96. Humidity at 76. Picked up a half to an inch of snow last night. The precipitation for this month is up to 2,600 with 12 received last night. High yesterday of 40, overnight low 23. Sunrise today was at 7:06 and sunset today 6:34.
All right, Jack, you see any snow geese out there?
I do not, no.
You might watch for those. I actually saw some birds going north.
Really?
Over the weekend, some migratory birds. Pretty good flock. So when you're out there, look for that and the owl and snow geese, if you would,
Yeah,
Jack.
I haven't heard the owl in a while, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely keep an ear open and eyes open.
He might have went to Mexico.
Must have.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Isn't it amazing? It doesn't matter what the temperature is. If the sun is out, boy, oh boy, does that start making a difference on the road conditions.
Oh, it sure does.
So nice to have the sun out.
Yep. That black asphalt starts getting the sun on it, and it melts pretty quickly. Now, bridges, covered areas, be careful because there could be water on top of ice in those areas. We're not telling you folks anything you don't already know, just friendly reminders that there's some treacherous situations out there that once we start speeding up when the roads start to thaw, as you described, Brent, then we have to be careful about those surprises on shoulder belts and bridges and places where it could be thawing slower and having ice under the water on the surface. So what's it look like for changes due to the weather?
I don't think anything new than what we've been reading this morning. We'll just give you a reminder. A lot of this is school information. A lot of our area schools having a late start today, so we'll just run down those. And some of them are in public schools, 10 o'clock start. Ansley schools at 10 o'clock start. Arnold is starting at 10 o'clock. Broken Bow with a 10 o'clock start. Callaway with a 10 o'clock start. Central Community College Learning Centers in Ord and Lexington will open at 10. Custer Christian School in Broken Bow will have a 10 o'clock start. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor starting at 10. Sargent Schools 10 o'clock start. And SEM posting a 10 o'clock start this morning. Also, we do remind you that we received word from the Broken Bow Post Office that no mail delivery for 688 and 689 zip codes today, in or out. So no mail delivery for those zip codes from the Broken Bow Post Office today.
All right, thank you very much. This is Ash Wednesday, the start of Lent. So this is Ash Wednesday. And we mentioned fish sandwiches available at Runza now, and you'll probably find a lot more fish on the menus of our different area restaurants and so forth through this time period.
Yeah, and if I can just add to that, Dave, today on Public Affairs, we are visiting with our friend Paul Holland, who is actively involved with the Knights of Columbus. And during the Lenten season, as many, if not all of us know, the Knights of Columbus for many years have been doing their fish fries. And so we're going to visit with Paul about those. Those will start this Friday. And so we will visit with Paul about the fish fries coming up for the Knights of Columbus, and also had a nice visit with him about some other things that they are doing, some fundraisers and such that they will be doing in conjunction with some of the fish fries coming up. So listen to that. That'll be on Public Affairs today. We'll air it at around 10:05 this morning on KCNI.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, the first one coming up Friday is at Myrna, at the Myrna Community Building. And then later on, the next weekend is the St. Joseph's Parish Center. And by the way, the Catholic Daughters Bake Sale is going to go along with that.
There you go.
And I think there's a fundraiser in the works, as you mentioned. So find out more detail on Public Affairs. 10:05 on KCNI. That's today?
Yes, today.
Okay. The Chocolate Chip Cookie Challenge.
Oh, yay.
Is being developed by Jeremy Shipe. He was in yesterday. He's going to start working on the graphics on this. And they're going to do a little shopping, too, because they got to purchase the KitchenAid tilt head stand mixer, which will be first place. Second place will be a big cookie baking prize package, including bowls, cookie sheets, and spatulas. And also a $500 prize for third place. I don't know exactly where Jeremy's putting this, but if you are one of the winners, you might just win $500. Now, with this $500, this is the way it works, then you get to designate where that $500 goes to a charity.
Nice.
Now, there's a lot of things going on right now that we've been talking about, some of those, and there's others that we could put this money towards. So this is a way for you to get in on the Chocolate Chip Cookie Challenge, and if you're lucky enough to win the $500 prize, you get to choose where that money goes here in our listening area. Doesn't have to be just in Broken Bow. It could be a activity that's going on in Arnold or in Sargent or in our listening area. So, and I understand you've been sampling some cookies this morning.
Yes, Christy Wells brought in chocolate chip cookies. Now, before I dug into them, I asked. I said, "Now these aren't for the contest, right? These are just for us to enjoy." And she said, "Yes." So, yeah, Christy made a batch of chocolate chip cookies, and I think she was inspired by the fact that we have been talking so much about the Chocolate Chip Cookie Challenge. And so she made a batch, and I believe I was the first one to try one, which is not a surprise.
That's not surprising. No, that's okay.
Should we have our own contest?
We could have a little side contest.
Yes, side contest, KCNI, KBBN staff. Who can bake the best chocolate chip cookie among the KCNI, KBBN staff?
I feel there could be some cheating going on there because, like, Jack's mom could make the cookies and he could bring them in.
Well, I guarantee you Shelley would make the chocolate chip cookies that I would bring.
I will admit that's one of the few things that I used to make a Swiss steak when I was a kid. My grandma and mom kind of taught me that, and I would make chocolate chip cookies sometimes. And I think kids a lot of times would learn how to make cookies, and I did it, but it's been 100 years ago, so I don't think that experience is going to be that beneficial if I would try to bake some now.
Yeah. When I was single, I had chocolate chip cookies all the time.
You make them?
I would buy the Pillsbury pre-made chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, you can enter those.
And then I would slice it. I would make the little cookie thing, put them on the cookie sheet, and then bake them.
They come out pretty much the same too. I mean, the size is
pretty uniform.
Very uniform.
Yeah. but so I guess you could say I've made chocolate chip cookies in the past.
Well, be listening for details. It's coming up soon. The Chocolate Chip Cookie Challenge will get underway here at KCNI, KBBN in the very near future. And I know the sales team's out putting together some sponsorships for it, or will be very soon if they haven't already. I also want to remind you, too, that we still have at least one auction that I'm aware of on the auction page on Sandhills Express. That's coming up on Wednesday, March 19th, the Rifle Creek 7th Annual Charlet Bull Sale. So information about that is on Sandhills Express. And, of course, we do have a lot of the auctions that are on Sandhills Express, also on the auction block during our 7 o'clock news, or at the end of our 7 o'clock news on KCNI, Monday through Saturday. Did I tell you Larry Leaphart's birthday was yesterday?
I believe so, yes. I think you mentioned that.
And we played some music for Larry yesterday, and this is his post-birthday party. So I got one more for Larry and you folks out there who like the Americana music and music that you don't get on other radio stations, very often anyway. Hayes Carl for you with American Dream.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Are you having foot pain that is slowing you down? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you are suffering from plantar fasciitis, foot pain, ankle pain, let Team Physical Therapy know. Team Physical Therapists can also assess your running and walking to help you with your foot and ankle pain and keep you active. Call Team Physical Therapy and see what we can do to help relieve that nagging foot pain. 872-5111.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Liana and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
It is 8:21. Just dropped in over on the other side, on the office side, and get a little coffee. And
oh, you got a chocolate chip cookie.
I got one of Christy's chocolate chip cookies, and she kind of said, "Here, that's the one for you right there."
Oh.
So this is a very special cookie.
Oh, well, that's great.
It's soft and very, I'm going to try it.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get too much salt in a cookie, and that can kind of ruin it. But this is just right. We'll get one more bite out of it.
All right. So is this kind of the way the contest will go? When we're judging the chocolate chip cookies that are turned in by our listeners, is this kind of the way it'll go? We'll just kind of sample them right here live on the air?
Well,
and taste them?
Yeah, let me have one more bite. That's really pretty good.
I guess I should ask. I don't even. Who is judging this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just kind of assuming that I'll be part just because I want to be. But
it might be better to have a neutral.
Yeah,
judge,
I think you're right.
But
yeah,
this is pretty good. Well, just one more bite.
Okay.
Wait. What is that?
Uh-oh. What's wrong? Everything all right?
There's something in it. Wait. That looks like...
Uh-oh.
That's a small nail.
What?
Yeah, there's a small nail in there.
Oh.
Well, no wonder Christy wanted me to eat this particular cookie.
It was specially made for you. You're awful. You're just awful.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and eat this, Christy, and if I have I have to go to the ER later. It's on you.
Oh, man.
Ooh, it kind of got caught in a molar back there. Ouch.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it went down.
Oh, good. That's good.
Will it pass? Is the question. Okay. I was good.
I can't wait to see how you segue out of this.
There, I got it all washed down.
You good? All right.
Yep. I know Christy loves me, but probably not anymore. I know that some people say, gosh, you guys are around music all day. And, in radio, you're listening to music all the time. And we do listen to a lot of music. We love music. That's one of the main reasons that radio announcers like being on the air and being able to play music. It's a privilege. It's an honor. It's fun. And it's always a challenge to say, well, I'd like to introduce something new to you or something that brings back great memories. That music can do all of that sort of thing. And they go, I like that. Who is that? Or I don't like that. I don't want to know who that is. But I do want to listen to, old country or old rock and so forth. So it gives you all kinds of opportunities. So I'm going home and I find myself listening to different things at night, different music, and it kind of gives me ideas for the show. So last night I was listening and run onto an artist who was performing on David Letterman, and I wish I could remember his name, but he did a whole melody of Animals songs. And it made me think, man, I've always loved the Animals because they were from Great Britain, from Europe, and they were kind of a basic. They were a garage band, but they were also a blues band, and so that's right, up my alley. And I was listening to some of their songs, this melody of songs, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I should do something like that tomorrow. And then this morning, I ran on to this song that this is a new, like maybe 2-year-old song from Nick Waterhouse, and it's called Song for Winners. And to me, anyway, you check it out. Sounds just almost like the Animals.
Busy picking back up as spring. We thought spring was getting here anyway.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you, we were coming back from a ball game, I think just this past weekend on Saturday, and we drove by the establishment, and man, oh man, I couldn't believe the number of cars around. And sounds like you had a good night.
Yeah, the whole weekend was like that. It was really good. EMTs and some fire department members were down just blowing off some steam. They had a good time.
Yeah. So are there some new things that have come to Axe Kickers? Or, I mean, I know last time we visited with you, you have now incorporated not just throwing axes. You can throw saw blades, the ninja stars, and the metal cards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then we've got smaller axes too now. And we've got a couple other things that'll be coming down the pipeline, but we'll kind of dole them out a little at a time. But we have added our new projectors. We've got one up and running, and we'll have another one. So all the lanes will be the projection with all the games, and we have all of the games that they offer now. We have every game they have. Battleship. I mean, you can pick from, I want to say, like 14 or 15 different games.
Yeah. So is that, you talk about the games that you can play where you project it onto the throwing area. Are those from do you get those from like a company or something that specializes in?
Yeah, we get them from a place called excitement.com out of Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yep. There's a few of them out there, but this was the very first one that I come across, and just been, I mean, it's a game changer for us, and we just love it. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because it gives you a lot of variety as opposed to just throwing at a bullseye all night, which is fun.
But you would, when you say that, but 90% of people, they want to throw at the bullseye.
They want to go back to the bullseye, don't they?
They just go back to the bullseye. But, we get a lot of the zombie hunting and battle axe. And some of the people are enjoying the new games. We have the Axe Photos game. I can't remember if I told you about that one, where you can download any photo off your phone and throw at it. And that got played a little bit Saturday night, and I think that was pretty popular. There was a lot of laughing going on.
I bet. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm just trying to think if we were to have another, because we've had a couple of parties with the staff here at Axe Kickers, and I'm just wondering what staff member's picture would we choose to put up on the board to throw at? I don't know who we would choose.
As long as it's all in good fun.
What was that look? What was that look? What do you?
I know what Christy would choose with the way you've been giving her a hard time this morning. But that's just a sample of the fun that you can have at Axe Kickers. And I know that is really what your goal was all along, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just creating a place where people can come, have fun, and unwind.
Yeah, and it's been a rough few weeks for a lot of our area employees, with the power plant and everything. So when the EMTs started throwing, I tell you what, you could tell they were just letting it all go, and they were laughing and enjoying themselves so much. It was really fun to see because they needed it. And I had more than one of them come up and thank me because they needed that.
Yeah.
And that made us feel really good about what we brought to the community, other than just having the business aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It was something needed.
Yeah. So refresh everybody about your hours as to when you're open, and then maybe talk about when you're just open to the public for throwing. And then I know you have a lot of groups that contact you to do parties and such.
Yeah, we open every day at 5 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, we stay open till 10, but I mean, we'll be honest, if it's like last night, 9 o'clock, we shut the doors. I mean, if there's nobody out, we don't want anybody out driving in that anyway. Friday and Saturday from 5 to 1 a.m., but once again, if it's 12:30 and nobody's there, we shut the doors. But remember, you can eat food. If our doors are open, the grill is on, you guys can eat. So don't forget that little aspect of that. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I know you're kind of right there with Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill, which is open there on that side of the Tumbleweed Cafe. And that really has turned into a fabulous partnership between the two of you, hasn't it?
Yeah, Carmen's awesome. Her whole family's awesome to work with. It's really great.
Yeah. So not only do you have an entertainment option, but you have a later night anyway food option.
Absolutely.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. It's something the community needed again. It's been a while. So it's really worked out well. And then, we have so many things you can, while you're waiting for food, you can shoot a game of pool. If you don't feel like throwing axes, we got the skill machines or the pinball. The pinball machine is really well used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a jukebox now. I don't remember if I had that last time I was in here or not, but we have a jukebox, and that gets used a lot.
Yeah.
So, it's really good.
Yeah. So if people want to put together a party or something, you're the best contact?
Myself or Noah. Noah. Get a hold of us, and we will get it all figured out with you. I mean, we close for private parties, but a lot of times it's a smaller party where they just want a lane, and so they can just reserve a lane ahead of time, so they know if they come in at 7, they've got one. So, I mean, I keep track of most of it, but Noah's right there too. I mean, Noah can handle anything we need done.
How many? I'm trying to think. You have 4 lanes?
We have 4 lanes.
4 lanes available.
3 are the projection lanes, and the other one will be soon. We just got to get it all put up. And each lane can handle 6 throwers at a time.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun, really is. And I think your point that, yes, it's great, the business side of it, to have it be successful and grow like you guys have seen it grow and made it grow. Congratulations on that. But giving people an alternative, something to do, something to get together and have some fun together, laugh, have something good to eat, shoot some pool, throw some. It's just a really great thing to have here. So thank you, Kendall and Noah, as well, for doing what you guys have done.
No, we're really happy with it. I mean, I envisioned this, but to be honest, you don't expect it to really happen, let alone happen so fast.
Well, you worked a long time going out on the summer and setting up at fairs and different things, too. This doesn't happen overnight.
No, it's been 3 years in the making as far as all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just having that party with Carmen's family and then just snowballing from there. It really did. And then here we are, a year and a half, almost 2 years later.
Yeah. So. And Noah's a good partner. I know you guys enjoy working together.
Yeah.
But I have a question about Noah. Since he was going to be here, but he got called back to work, I understand. So is Noah's hair real?
Yeah, it is.
It's not a wig.
Nope, it's not a wig. I've seen it get pulled.
Really?
Yep, you bet.
All right. Would you tell him I asked that, would you?
I will.
Hey, I've got a question about, I know you have leagues and stuff that happen. Are we right in the middle of that? Are they starting soon, or where do we stand on that?
We just finished up one, and we're looking to get our a mini spring season going.
Okay.
We'll probably back off a little in the summer just because everybody's doing things and stuff. But and I'm going to be approaching you guys about this. We're working on a new league idea. We want to do businesses in the area. Which would be 2-man teams, but it doesn't have to be the same 2 people every week.
Oh.
So you could, as long as it was 2 people from your business, could come down and compete that week. So that's something we're working on. I'm going to be reaching out to some more, but I'll be talking to you guys about that.
Okay. And that could be co-ed or...
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I have a feeling we'll be in. I don't think you'll have too hard of a time convincing at least 2 of us to come out and throw axes.
Well, that'll be the great thing about it is it's it'll be once a week. But let's say you're on it, but you can't go this week. Well, Dave, I can go this week. And, and 2 different people. It'll be the businesses team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and summertime's a little less busy for Brent as far as sports coverage goes, and so
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Yes,
so as you work on the details, let us know.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. We're about there to start, ready to start sending some emails and talking to people.
That's a good idea. Great idea.
So I think it'll be fun for the community too. Just a little competitiveness without getting carried away with it. Just have some fun. I'm pretty competitive myself, but I've gotten a little more lax as I've gotten older. Let's just try to have a good time.
Yeah, hear you.
Well, we have a very competitive person we'd have to monitor, or Christy's her name.
I know. I knew exactly who you meant.
You've noticed that?
Yeah, I did.
She can't help herself. She's just competitive. Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Well, I think it's amazing you're open 7 days a week.
Yeah, and,
man.
I mean, I won't say that every day's busy, but, you never, a random Tuesday, we'll just be packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
It's great. Of course, and you should, I think people should know that Noah has a job and you have a job outside of this. So 7 days a week and both working your regular jobs.
There's some days that are longer, I'll tell you that. By the time I get to sleep on Sunday morning, I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
I bet. All right. So set up parties, walk in, have some fun. It's all there for you.
Yeah, and you can have a party for anything. I mean, we just this weekend I booked 2 more birthday parties and a bachelorette party, and I mean, it could be family reunions or just you got some buddies in town for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, walk-in's always welcome. Does not hurt to reserve a lane or 2. Just so you know you got it, because we've had people walk in and had to come back later. But the good thing is they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they can sit down and have something to eat.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
It's great.
So we're really happy about it all. I mean, it's just, like I said, last time I was here, the community support's been overwhelming, and it hasn't backed off. Last week, the EMTs that come in, there were 60 people that came in to eat, and 40 of them stayed to throw, and they were all new to Cracker Jacks and Axe Kickers. So that was really nice to see, and they were all, like, wow, this is great. And they had a good time, and we had fun, and Noah was running around coaching, and he winds in and out of there. He's so tiny, I can't do that anymore.
Is his pool playing continuing to improve?
Yes.
Because I know you're a pretty good pool player. I could tell.
I have moments.
But Noah was, he's coming along then.
Well, we started a 9-ball team out of there, and Noah's on the 9-ball team, and he's won half his games, I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
So, we're having fun with it. Trying not to be serious. When I used to play seriously, I was way too competitive. So I've tried to back off and just have fun.
Yeah. Well, I think you brought up a good point about, you said Noah would weave in and out coaching people. Don't be intimidated by when you go to throw axes, because it's hard to do it for the first time and just, be really good at it.
Yeah.
So, but you guys are there to help and give pointers so that everybody has a good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I've said this a million times, it's not about throwing, it's about sticking axes.
There you go.
So we will work with you. We don't just leave you out to hang. And I mean, one of the last things I always say when I get a group started is, we're right here. Don't be afraid to ask us questions.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like to because they want to figure it out themselves. But then we kind of watch. We pay attention. So, and we both have different styles of getting you to throw that axe. So if I can't get somebody to do it right, Noah will step in, and most of the time he fixes it, and vice versa. So it works really good.
Yeah,
it's a good
great
partnership.
All right. 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
All right, Kendall. Thank you, sir.
Nope, no problem. Thanks for having me,
Appreciate
guys.
you coming in, and I'm glad that Noah's hair is real, because I really like it. I was afraid it was fake, but it's real.
It's all natural.
That's good looking hair there, man. I'll tell you. Here's the Highwaywomen.
State Bank location in Broken Bow, Callaway, or Myrna will help you choose an account that best suits you and your current needs. No direct deposit needed. You'll even get free online and mobile banking because you deserve it. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
8:48 is your time. The sun is beginning to shine on things and melt things, but do be careful out there traveling and especially walking this morning. It will get better, and the roads getting better and improving, but please take note that sheltered areas and so forth could still be very slick, and even, on your side streets in your community. So be careful. But Jeanette Denson made it here from Custer Care Center safely. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Well, you were just talking about, new sidewalks and all of the things that go along with having a new construction and
yeah, and you can't put ice melt on,
yeah,
so you hang on to things.
You do, and hope the sun will do its work, right?
Yeah, right. Yes.
So, are you really enjoying the space and the renovation and so forth?
Yes, we have 2 new residents moved in already, and so we're so that's great. We have 2 more rooms, but we're going to wait a week or so and let everybody get settled in before we take on a whole lot at once.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But got 2 neighbors, you'll get a couple more, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that's great.
That's great. Things are going well. So.
And it give you so much more room for all the activities that happen every day there.
Yes, yes, we can actually have place to do exercises, and then then they can also sit in their recliners, and they're not. If they want to, then they can rest, and it's in a different room. So
yeah,
it's not all in the same spot.
Yeah, not all in there. Yeah. Although there was something kind of fun about that too. But having a place to kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, it has been great. So
good. Well, it looks great, and I got to get in and see the inside. I didn't get there, and I sometimes walk by there, and I go, I need to just go in there and take a look.
Yeah, you just need to come in and see what's happening.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that you don't mind people walking in and taking a look, and you also take in people who might need a little help during their daily chores and so forth.
Right. For adult day services, people can come in and stay for 8 hours or 2 or 3 hours or whatever they need.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had several come in and do the adult day service. So
adult day service with an option to use the
respite room. We have 2.
Yeah.
So we have a respite room now where people can stay up to 14 days in that if they not quite ready to leave the hospital, but need to leave the hospital, but not quite ready to go home.
Yeah.
So.
A surgery or something like that.
Yeah, or families that need a break. So say the families are going to go out of town, and we've had people use the respite room when families were going to go out of town and they needed a place for them to stay. So that works great.
Well, Jeanette, you know better than anybody, and your staff knows that there is a lot of work caring for somebody, and families get wore out too.
They do, yes.
So this is a way to know they're safe and being taken care of and get a little
rest for
time.
themselves. Yeah, because we all need a little break, and sometimes the staff will say, "Well, they're a lot of work," and I said, "But they're a lot of work for us for 8 hours. Think about 24-hour
24/7.
Yeah. So that's what we've got to think about. Know how that family's actually dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's fantastic that you're able to help those families that do get tuckered out.
Yeah, they do.
So you mentioned that the 2 rooms in the new addition are not filled yet, but you have a list for that, right?
Yes, we do. We have a waiting list. But, if you're looking for a room, or in the future maybe, get your name on the waiting list because, when we have an open room, well, then we take first on the waiting list, but it doesn't mean you have to come in at that point. You just say, I'm not ready.
Leave me on the list.
But leave me on the list.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sometimes people are on the list for a lot of years,
Well, that works.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you want to put your name on, you can, Dave.
Okay, I probably should. I probably should. I know where you're at, so I could move in when needed. But life is unexpected. You never know what to expect in life.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So.
One of the things that I think amazes Brent and I is the transportation side, the growth that has seen over the years from one vehicle that you scraped for and got, and now you're running multiple vehicles in multiple places.
13 cars that are going different places
every day.
That's a fleet.
That's a fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peggy has kind of a big job, so keeping those, and sometimes they're all out,
Yeah.
She has, I think, 11 drivers that just do transportation. But then, we provide cars for the people to go to home care. And so she arranges all of those. And so, so she has, and weather, yesterday was not a fun day for her.
I bet it was not.
Trying to figure out who can go and where they can go, and
it would be a challenge.
Yeah,
it sure would.
Yeah. Thank heavens the guys we'll call her and let them know whether they feel safe to go or whatever. So
rescheduling, I'd imagine, gets a little bit burdensome.
Yeah, it's a little hairy for her, I think.
I would think so. But maybe kind of give us the perimeters, because it isn't like you're going to pick somebody up and take them shopping, right?
No, we do. It's home care. Doctor visits and medical appointments is what we take people for. So Medicaid does pay for transportation, and so a lot of that goes through a broker that she does. But also, if families need someone, a trip to a medical appointment, all we have to do is call.
Okay.
And some insurances pay for that. It just depends.
Yeah. But maybe kind of like what we were talking before, maybe you have a family that generally takes their loved one to a clinic or a doctor, and they have a conflict and can't make it. They can call and set it up to where they can still get there.
Yeah. And they do that. And, we've taken people, private pay people to funerals, to weddings, to, you just never know what the need is going to be.
Yeah.
So, we try to work with them, but Peggy doesn't usually turn down anybody.
She doesn't seem like the person who would do much turning down.
Yeah, no.
Also, you mentioned the home care, which has also exploded over the years. So important, because anyone who lives in a home somewhere, whether they own it or rent it, they want to stay there as long as they can safely.
Right.
And you can provide a little option to maybe stay just a little longer because you'll kind of be watching after them, right?
Right. And right at the moment, we do have some room for people that need help in their home. So if you're needing a little help, maybe a little light housekeeping or help when you're taking a bath or something, well, just give us a call.
Okay.
Because we can come in and help. So
help make a bed or something like that.
Help do whatever they need. Yeah.
Okay.
And we schedule those every week, however much care you need.
Now, Brent, just so you know,
yes.
And Aubrey can inform you of this, I think.
Oh, okay.
You just can't call and have them come over and make your bed.
Oh. Yeah, you have to call us at Custer Care.
Oh.
So don't be calling to help.
Oh.
But I guess you could call them.
There's something I want to say right now, but it's going to get me in trouble with a certain somebody, so I'm just not going to say it.
Well, all kidding aside, there are things that you, as you get a little older, that you didn't think about at all when you did it, are big chores now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's
I figured out that I need a railing to go to the laundry room at home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
or, my husband did a good job when I couldn't get there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, but there's some things you just don't think about.
Yeah. And I would imagine you probably have some couples that you help with home care with, but there'd be a lot of single dwellers, I think.
Yes,
that would,
there is.
Yeah.
There are. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you just never know what you're going to need each day.
No, you guys provide a lot of options. And
yes.
Any questions that people have out there about maybe they're thinking about getting home health care or using your transportation or maybe eventually moving into your facility, just call and ask for you or
any of the Peggy, Aubrey, myself, anybody will help. Okay. So just give us a call.
All right. Very good. Now, before we close, would you like to know what's for Wednesday at Chapin's?
Yes.
Well, let's just find out.
Well, here you go. This is what's for Wednesday today at Chapin's Furniture and Square One, south side of the square in Broken Bow. The winter clearance sales continue, just like the temperature falling from last week. It's now 50% off all winter apparel at Square One. Check out the selection as there are still great deals to pick up. And don't forget, it's also tuxedo time at Chapin's, and prom is getting very close. Lola is ready to get you fitted for the perfect style and color to match that awesome personality of yours. Each time you rent a tux, don't forget $10 goes to your after prom party. It is the perfect time to register for those tuxes for your upcoming weddings as well. Don't forget 50% off all winter apparel this week at Square One Boutique. And be listening every Wednesday for a great deal as we share with you what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique.
So have you been to a prom lately, Jeanette?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. Now I'm curious, you're a Broken Bow graduate, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
All those pictures that Mike has been putting up.
Yeah.
Are mostly my class.
It is out of your time period, isn't it?
It is.
That was if you're listening to wonder what we're talking about, during the remodel and addition at the school, Broken Bow School, they found behind something a whole big wall of pictures.
Yeah.
And they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they are.
And there are a lot of late 60 classes in there.
Yes. Yeah, I've recognized a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And a lot of football players. And pretty interesting pictures, actually. Yeah. And I think Mike Evans and Rob, who posts a lot of things, they're real interesting. They're on Facebook if you're curious about that.
Yeah, they're kind of fun to look at.
So I don't think, Brent, if they found pictures from our era, that they would find us in the as a quarterback or a homecoming king. Maybe you were a king. I don't know.
No.
Or a cheerleader. But I think they had.
I wanted to be a cheerleader, but
yeah.
No.
I wanted to be a quarterback too, Jeanette. But
Not.
wasn't in the cards.
Not for me either.
Yeah. Well, if you get a chance, take a look at those. They're pretty interesting. There's a lot of kids. I was noticing too that they're posting a lot of class pictures. I saw one from 1972 this morning.
Yeah.
And they're getting together for their 50th this summer, and saw a lot of familiar faces there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But that's what's for Wednesday, though. So you can save 50%.
It's enough, yes.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Thanks, Jeanette.
Yeah, thank you.
Always good to see you. You look like you're getting around really well. Jeanette had knee surgery, knee replacement a while back.
4 weeks ago.
Looks like you're going strong.
Doing good.
Good. That's good to see.
Doing good.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Wall Street responds to the president's speech. The Dow and NASDAQ are both in positive territory. Make that the Dow just dropping below. It's down 3 points. Is this a reaction to the president downplaying the negative impacts of tariffs on imports?
There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much.
Trump is also threatening reciprocal tariffs on countries that tax U.S. goods that they import. CBS's Margaret Brennan on Trump, the tariffs, and the economy.
He's saying give him time. Consumers, of course, want to go to the grocery store now and see lower prices. So that's his explanation there. On the tariffs, there is no estimate that the administration will share publicly about the cost.
And both the Dow and NASDAQ now back in positive territory. And just in, the Supreme Court has upheld a lower court's ruling unfreezing foreign aid. CBS News special report. I'm Peter King.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer, don't miss Power Torque Tools DIY days at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $20 on a Power Torque 248-piece mechanics tool set. O Rewards members get a $5 reward. Power Torque professional hand tools come with a lifetime guarantee. Visit your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Philadelphia Eagles gave running back Saquon Barkley a 2-year contract extension. The Jets cut veteran wide receiver Davante Adams. Green Bay re-signed kicker Brandon McManus. The Dodgers in their exhibition in Arizona beat the Reds 4-2. Starter Yoshinobu Yamamoto allowed a couple runs in the first. Eventually, Roki Sasaki in relief, 3 scoreless innings and 5 strikeouts. The Lakers won their 7th straight game, defeating New Orleans 136-115. Luka Doncic 30 points, 15 assists. Cleveland won its 11th in a row. It was tied in the 4th at Chicago, but still beat the Bulls 139-117. Wins for Phoenix and Golden State. Toronto won on a last-second three-pointer at Orlando. Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving is out for the year with a torn ACL. In college basketball, final week of the men's regular season, Texas A&M at home beat number 1 ranked Auburn.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 38. Northwesterly winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies tonight, lows level off around 20. Overcast tomorrow, snow changing to rain likely. Daytime highs approaching 44. 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow night through Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Large enough to serve, small enough to care. That's Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. Caring and comprehensive healthcare services are available right here at home. Visit melham.org to learn more about their dedication to you.
23 degrees. It's been 23 all morning long. We're solid at 23, even though the sun is out and melting some things out there. We're still, 9 degrees below freezing here. So still going to be slick in spots. Let's take a look at what Brent's taking a look at on his phone. Or is that personal? I didn't mean to get
I'm
personal
sorry.
there.
I'm preparing for the Fox Theater. Do you want me to do that now or wait?
Well, I did not want to interrupt something social that you were doing there. I apologize.
Never would I do such a thing.
I apologize for that.
That's all right. I tell you what I will do. I'll give you the weather-related announcements here.
Would you?
That we have at the moment. We'll give you the school information one more time at least. I think pretty much all of you know what's going on. A lot of our area schools going to have a 10 o'clock start. And I'll just do it this way. The following schools are starting at 10 o'clock this morning. Anselmo Myrna, Ansley, Arnold, Broken Bow, Callaway, Custer Christian School in Broken Bow, Loop County, wait a minute. This is a change here. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor now showing closed today. So take note of that. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor closed. 10 o'clock start, Sargent Public Schools, and 10 o'clock start, SEM. So, Anselmo, Myrna, Ansley, Arnold, Broken Bow, Callaway, Custer Christian School in Broken Bow, Sargent and SEM still showing a 10 o'clock start for today. Loop County Public Schools in Taylor are now posting closed for Wednesdays. Take note of that. Also, we did receive word from the Broken Bow Post Office. There will be no mail delivery for 688 and 689 zip codes today, in or out. So take note of that as well.
Thank you very much, Brent. Also, yesterday, because I'm thinking north of us, the snow started quite a bit earlier. We got a call yesterday from Jim, I believe it was, in the Victoria Springs area. We were just getting, I don't even know if we were getting rain here yet. They were getting snow. And then also I got a note from Butch McGinn, said, can't hardly see in Anselmo. Visibility was low there, and we hadn't gotten snow yet. And then also got a note in from Randy Lawhorn about visibility on Democrat Hill was very bad yesterday. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it could be that there's more ice and snow than there is right here. So, they may change some plans out there. But right now we're hoping that sunshine will do its work and melt things down for us.
That would be good.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt you on your social activities there.
No, I'm sorry. I was just, I have the watchthefox.com up on my phone so that we can tell you what's showing at the movies coming up.
Oh, well, what are they showing at the movies?
Well, we can tell you right now. For the next couple of nights, tonight and tomorrow night, here will be your lineup at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, still showing Captain America, Brave New World, tonight and tomorrow night. Also, Paddington in Peru and The Unbreakable Boy. Those are your movies. It'll show tonight and tomorrow night. And then when we get to Friday through the weekend, we've got 3 brand new movies that are coming to the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. One of them is Last Breath. I don't know if you've seen the previews and trailers for this. Woody Harrelson, I believe, is one of the stars in it. It's a true story about seasoned deep-sea divers who battle the raging elements to rescue their crewmate trapped hundreds of feet below the ocean's surface.
Ooh.
It is rated PG-13. It'll start showing on Friday and run through the weekend into next week. Also, new movie coming to the Fox Theater that will be showing beginning on Friday. If I can get it to pop up, we'll go with this one, Night of the Zoopocalypse. It's a new animated film rated PG. A wolf and mountain lion team up when a meteor unleashes a virus, turning zoo animals into zombies. They join forces with other survivors to rescue the zoo and stop the deranged mutant leader from taking over. So there you go, new animated film, Night of the Zoopocalypse, rated PG, and it will start showing on Friday and run through the weekend at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. And also beginning on Friday, a rated R film called Mickey 17, known as an expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. So there you go. Those are the 3 new movies that will start showing on Friday and run through the weekend into next week at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. To check out showtimes and get all the information that you need, and you can also purchase tickets as well, go to this website, watchthefox.com, the Fox Theater in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Brent. Jeremy Shipe is in the studio. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning.
You're bright yellow today.
Thanks.
Or is it green? Is it yellow or green? A mix there.
A cross, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. It's bright, though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pop in and pass along that Highway 92 at somewhere in the last 45 minutes between Myrna and Arnold has been reopened.
Thank you.
I know that the reason for that yesterday was whiteout conditions. There was some drifting going on. Obviously, there always is, even if there's just 1 inch of snow. But I think the number one problem was whiteout conditions. So the wind has gone down a little bit, and it's light out, so that certainly helps with that. But they've reopened that. It still is considered completely covered. It's but it's passable. You can see on the traffic cameras they've got a path cut through, so should be good.
Good, and should improve as we go along here. And
until what that next storm comes along, which is supposed to bring more snow.
Yes, it is. Thursday, 2 to 4, 2 to 5, something like that. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, thank you, Jeremy, because they still had the sign lit here on the corner when we came out this morning and Brent came out.
It was still on a little after 8 o'clock this morning as well. So it's been recently that they've reopened it.
I would check 511 too, as Brent mentioned earlier, if you're going east and thinking about using interstate, because that must have been a real mess. It's got to be getting better, but I may think a little delay before you head that direction wouldn't be a bad idea.
A couple of videos I saw, some amazing driving skills by some semi drivers out there that had their semi all but turned over and kind of got it back up on its top.
Gosh. And when they're on the loose like that and trying to control them, you don't really want to be in that vicinity with your automobile either. So
no.
Just maybe wait a little bit and let that clear out. But there was a fatality on interstate. It was closed. And again, due to that closing, they did not get the mail trucks into Grand Island. So we will not have mail here in or out in Broken Bow today, and that affects 688 and 689 zip codes today. So don't expect that. We'll just resume regular service tomorrow. So
okay.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That is a bright shirt, man. I'm telling. I saw you coming in like right away when you got here this morning.
You pair it with the white snow out there, and it's pretty bright.
Yeah, that's what you want to wear when you're out on the road, something like that.
Yes.
Stay safe. I kind of went over that. I didn't mean to, but I thought Brent was doing social media during the breakfast show, and I
don't even know how to get on half of it.
I didn't mean to accuse you of that. He was actually looking for the Fox Theater, and I apologize.
Yeah, it was business.
Yeah.
Boy, I blew that one. You had any of Christy's cookies yet?
No, I didn't know she had cookies here. I kind of got here and went straight into a studio.
Oh, yeah, she made chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
they're very soft and good. Mine had a nail in it.
Oh, nice. An entire nail, huh?
A small little, I called it upholstery nail.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she pointed out, you'll like that cookie, Dave.
What's the weirdest thing you guys have found in food before?
Ugh.
Oh,
man.
Brent's immediately got a story.
No, not really. I mean, I don't know if I've... Boy, that's an interesting question. I don't think I've... I mean, a hair.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, that happened.
Everybody's had a hair.
But I don't know if there's been anything terrible that I've run into.
Found a good-sized piece of cardboard in a salad one time.
Really? Oh, man.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty wild. It was like it was maybe like quarter the size of a business card, and it was just in my salad.
Huh.
A restaurant in Omaha.
Wow. Well, the question arises.
I came across a dead fly one time in a salad.
I've had a fly.
Yeah.
But if you have a hair and you're at a restaurant,
what do you do?
Yeah, do you complain about it or say I want a different meal? What's the protocol there?
I don't complain. I mean, do you have any idea how many hairs we probably do consume? You know, but it just throws you off because you noticed it.
Yeah.
The way I go about it is it makes no difference, literally. I just separate it and any food that it touched.
Sure. Yeah. Move it to the side.
And then I eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's probably what most of us in Nebraska would do. Other places, I'm not sure, you know. But yeah, you're right. You just go, well, I'm going to scoot that over that way and hope there's not any.
Try to forget about it. It's more of a mental thing, honestly.
Yeah. But it is a problem if you didn't see it and you're, chewing up some mashed potatoes and all of a sudden that hair gets caught in your teeth. Then you got a real problem.
See, then what I tell myself, it was just my own hair. If I don't catch it until the point it's already in my mouth, then that's what I have to tell myself or I'll really lose it.
Well, I don't know how we got on that conversation, but we did. All right, here's some Charlie Crockett for you.
Plus, Creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
Are you worried about fraud? Join Bruning Bank for an informative lunch and learn on fraud and fraud prevention. In just 1 hour, you'll learn about the latest scams, how to protect your personal information, and keep your finances safe. This free event is your chance to ask questions and get expert advice from Ryan Sothen from the Nebraska Attorney General's Office and Bruning Bank staff. The public is welcome to join us at the VFW in Broken Bow on Tuesday, March 25th from 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call Bruning Bank at 872-2757 to reserve your spot and free Subway lunch today. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
It is 9:22. Here's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
in Broken Bow. You can go online to their website, just simply qualityseniorvillages.com, or you can call for more information, 872-6387. That's 872-6387. You can also follow them on Facebook to find out more. Quality Senior Villages, where care meets compassion.
Thank you, Brent. Let's recap or reintroduce our schedule for sports, if you don't mind. I know most people by now know what we'll be covering, but maybe a few don't.
Tonight we plan to be in Albion for you for the D2-2 Boys District Championship basketball game as Sandhills Hetford takes on Wausau for the right to move on and play in the state tournament next week in Lincoln. Tonight's game scheduled tip-off at 6:30 tonight. We'll broadcast it on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. And then tomorrow we'll travel to Lincoln for live coverage of the girls' state basketball tournament as Anselmo Myrna opens play in the Class D2 tournament against Falls City Sacred Heart. Tomorrow night's game will be at the Devaney Center in Lincoln, tipping off at 6 o'clock. We'll have live coverage of it for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com.
Thank you very much. Mildred Winkler dropped us a line to remind us that today is a very special day. Hula hoop patented today back in 1948.
Ah, the hula hoop.
Yeah.
My sister Lori was amazing at the hula hoop growing up. I don't know why. I couldn't. I was never very good at keeping the hula hoop going.
Well, there are some scientific facts involved in that, why it didn't work for you.
Oh?
You have to have hips.
Oh, okay.
You need hips to hula hoop.
Yeah.
And I had the same problem.
Yeah.
But we tried it. That was along about the time when hula hoops made another resurgence. I think they come around every once in a while and are more popular sometimes than others. And that's at the time when the twist was very popular.
Oh, sure.
So you were doing the hula hoop, getting that motion going, and that kind of got you into doing the twist. But I wasn't real good at either one of them. But scientific fact for hula hoops, you do need hips.
Okay.
So don't feel bad. I mean, the good Lord just didn't bless you with, a place to put that hula hoop. Folks, have yourself a great day. Drive careful, please. Walk careful, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 7:30 here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.